Good afternoon. I've been tagged by the nice couple over at Brainstorm Acres. This is a video about the pandemic, 10 questions for the pandemic lockdown. What are you doing in your isolation? So the first question, how many rolls of TP do I have? In the beginning, I carry extra anyway. I have two washrooms. The regular washroom with tub and shower, and then the one with just your toilet and sink in it. And I put a pack in each one. Now depending on which one I buy, sometimes I buy the 24 roll, sometimes I buy the 12 roll. So this time I had a 12 roll pack in the small washroom, and I had a 12 roll pack in the main washroom. Plus I have those towers that you put 5 rolls in. The one in the main washroom, the pack was running low. So I had the 12, about 20 rolls. I said I'm going to the store, so I might as well pick up a pack. And I got to the toilet paper aisle and nothing. Completely bare. 20 days later, I was down to town again and went to the toilet paper aisle, completely bare. 2 weeks after that, I'm in town again, and I go there. This time they had some, so I bought two 12-roll packs. Since then, some have been used. I have maybe 30 rolls here right now. Question number 2. What has been the biggest change since lockdown? I live in a little village, 150 people, and I figured they must have counted the sheep. Occasionally, someone would stop by and we'd have a chat, or I could stop by someone else's house and we'd have a chat. But this is May, March, April. It's been over 3 months now. We're basically not seeing anybody. I was at a couple of my uncles, but other than that, I haven't seen a soul. I go to town twice a month. So what are you most grateful for? Well, what I'm most grateful for is that I do live out in a place where most people are somewhat prepared for things that will come up. Of course, we wouldn't think about a pandemic, but storms come by here all the time. And when you guys get stormy weather, we could get snowed in for weeks, and it was winter when this started. Or Hurricane Michael, that opened up on top of us and caused a lot of flooding, and our 2 towns, my town and the next town over, they were cut off due to the road washed out, and it took a couple weeks there. So we always had to be prepared to last at least a month, if not 2. And so when something like this comes along, it's not a panic rush because, like I say, we've got too much buffer going on all the time anyway. What have we gone without lately? Gone without, when I do go to town, there's 2 restaurants. I can't eat anything processed. I'll be sick for a week. But there's 2 restaurants in town I found that I could eat from. I've tried around and I've tried the different processed stuff in the stores, and I've tried different restaurants. But Tim Hortons, their sandwiches and chili, and then there's a little home-style restaurant in the mall. So I like to support local businesses, and when I go to town, I go there and I would have lunch at one of those 2 places. And of course, since January now, I haven't gone to either one. What are you missing the most? Once again, that's getting to talk with the locals that off and on. My neighbor, I can talk to him when it's a nice day out now. I mean, he's just over the fence, so we can talk at a distance anyway. But it's been very little seeing the community members. What is the last time you went camping? I don't have to go camping. Last time I went camping, I was out in BC. My sister, she goes camping quite often. Where was that? I don't remember where it was, but it was back in 2014, I believe. Maybe 2015, one of it. Here, I just walk out my back door and go for a walk in the woods if I want to experience nature. What are your favorite quarantine food? Once again, there's two reasons why I cook from scratch. I can't buy processed food in the store and eat it and expect to be healthy the next day. Also, I'm a comfort eater. So if I have convenience food around, I'm going to eat it. That's why I look like this. I cook from scratch. To the point that if I want garlic and salt in my food, I will put in garlic and salt. I will not put in garlic salt. So everything is basic old foods. When I'm going to eat, I have to think about it and make something. When you do it that way, you can have a variety of foods and think about, oh, this will taste good today. And just make something. I made some squid soup. I'd never heard of squid soup before, but I thought that should taste good. Oh boy, it was delicious. So, like I said, tomorrow I'll think up something else and try that. What have you been doing for exercise or working out? I don't exercise. That's one of the things I just can't get the inspiration to do. But during the winter, which of course February, March, and part of April this year, snow was flying. If I did have a lot of money, I still wouldn't get a snowblower, and I wouldn't put the plow on my quad. I do have a plow out there that I could attach to the quad, but shoveling snow is good exercise. So that's why I refuse to get the snowblower or hook up the plow. When the snow comes, woohoo, I got exercise today. I mean, in the winter, I'm sitting in the house all the time. During the summer now, I'll be getting wood. I get my firewood when the snow is not on the ground, so that's exercise. And doing a lot of gardening. And walking on the beach. What has been or will be your pandemic panic purchase? You know, part of my health problems, I'm on prescription meds, so that keeps the worst of it down, but I still can't have processed foods. One of those prescription meds is anti-seizure medication. I have herbs that will hopefully take place of the other medication if I have to. And right now, they will only give 1 month supply of medication just to make sure that they always have enough supply for all the patients. I used to get 3 months supply. If I can't get my prescription meds, I'm in a whole world of hurt pretty fast. Grand mal seizures, I only know of one herb that can do it. And at $20 a seed, and I've been researching it, and it seems to be a more complicated plant to grow. And then I've got to figure out how to make my own CBD oil out of that. So that's why I haven't gotten it. But it's pretty tempting. And her last question, number 10. What 5 channels will you take? I've selected 5 channels out of the channels that normally converse with me on YouTube. And number 1 is Troll Forge, Troll Farm, Jules Gardening, Barefoot Gardening, Citystead, and Castle Hives. That's my reply. I hope you liked it. See you in the next video.